Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Midnight Serenade. One man, four names, one unforgettable show. Please welcome David Michael Elliot David.
This is David Michael Elliot David coming to you on a cyber-infused road. Good lovin', I got a truckload. How you doing tonight? How you doing, guys? Let's calm it right down. Hope you're having a great weekend. You know this is my Sunday drill, and I work 7 days a week. And I'll tell you, you work 7 days a week, you kind of don't know what day it is. Kind of don't know what time it is. All you do is work. I'm not complaining. How's everything by you? Good? Good weekend? Ready to go back to reality tomorrow? All right. So, I'm going to start this off with something that is a life philosophy. And I want you to really think about this. Really think about what I'm about to say, because I cannot begin to tell you what it'll do for you in terms of having more options in your life. It's a very simple phrase that I live by, and it goes like this: saying yes opens doors, saying no closes them. Saying yes opens doors, saying no closes them. Now, think about that. Think about your natural inclination to say no without really examining the possibilities of saying yes. What happens when you say no? You come to the end of a sentence and that's it. No possibility of going further. The door is closed. What do you get out of that? Well, it depends. If it was a bad deal, you protected yourself. But what if it was a good deal and you were afraid? Or what if it was a good deal and you just decided you were going to cut your nose off to spite your face and say, nah, no, thank you? Share a little secret with you. Or not a secret, it's public knowledge. It's not even anything. I was working out at a gym. I told you I worked out for 21 months straight. There was this really handsome 21-year-old that I thought would be a great model for Jay Loves, and I kept on saying to him, Jay Loves, you could be the face, global superstar, everything could be in your favor. And this kid was 21, and I'm sitting there handing him the world. I'm saying, this could all be yours. All you have to do is do the 1040 weight program, which is the fitness side of the J Loves program, which I won't talk about now. But this guy would have been that model. And he led me. I don't want to say he led me on, but like he acted like he was listening to me for a long time. And it finally got to a point where I put a drop dead date on it. And of course, like a stupid 21-year-old, kind of maybe like I was when I was that age, he kind of handled it in a ridiculous way. And ultimately, we were having a conversation, and I realized this guy's head is so far up his ass, he thinks the world is just going to be at his feet. And I'm sitting there thinking, man, you don't realize when you're 30 years old with that attitude, you'll be door dashing for the rest of your life. And the reality of it is, I even said to him one time, I said, keep me in your life. And the truth is, if I saw him today, I would be. If I saw him today, of course, I'd be civil. But the point is, whatever I thought he could be, he made sure that that wasn't going to happen. So you really want to think about it. Tomorrow someone's going to make you an offer, or the day after someone's going to make you an offer. You're a recording artist. You're starving. You're this, you're that. Comes down to a question. Are you going to say yes or are you going to say no? Now I'm going to tell you something about saying yes. Now, look, don't say yes to the wrong girl. I can tell you that. Or girls, don't say yes to the right guy or the wrong guy. But the bottom line is you got to look at the yes thing as a positive charge. You want to be on the positive charge. You always want to be where if the card falls, it might fall in your lap. When you say no, that's it. That's it. That's it. But when you say yes, sometimes there's a maybe out there. Sometimes blind luck brought you to where you want to go. But you know what I'm saying? I guess I'm saying that Yes is optimistic and no is pessimistic. Why do you want to be pessimistic? What do you get out of that? If you're closing doors all your life, all you're doing is closing doors. How do you get anywhere if you're closing doors? But if you say yes, maybe you find an open door. Maybe you find an open window. Maybe you find a friend. Maybe you find whatever you've been looking for because you let yourself have it. You know, be on your side. Be on your side. Here's something I'll tell you. What if you put yourself first and you never come in second? How's that? How's that? You know, without being political, I'll just say that the leader of a free world sits there and says, America first. And I got to tell you something. I was born here. And I mean, we were taught to pledge the flag. I love them. I love America. I love America. If I didn't love America, I'd live somewhere else. But the point is, you know, I want to be on the positive side. I want to be on the winning side, the good side, the truth side, the grace side. There's grace in saying yes, you know. What if someone needs a hand? There's grace in saying yes, you know. It's very important that you be mindful. When I say grace recognizes grace, do you feel that? Do you know that you've now been listening to me for 6 minutes and 30 seconds? Could it be that grace is keeping us together? Could it be that you recognize me like I recognize you? Guys, you gotta be positive. You gotta love your art. You gotta love the hand that does the art. You gotta learn to listen to your inner voice. You gotta be true to yourself. And when the cards are in your favor, please say yes. You know, one of the greatest songs really touched me the first time I heard it. That song, I Hope You Dance. And the line comes to, when you get a chance to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. Man, I have turned down dances with the most beautiful women because I didn't want to look like a jerk. Oh my God. You want to get a woman in bed, learn how to move. If you know how to groove, you know what I'm talking about. So, with that in mind, guys, like, share, subscribe. I always feel like a beggar when I'm asking you to do it, but life goes on, and I'm trying to help you as much as you're trying to help me. I'm on your side. Grace does recognize grace. This is an easy Sunday for us, and maybe you're listening on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't care as long as you're here. I'll be here 7 days a week. You can count on me. I can count on you, and we can count on grace. Listen to Mona Lisa Jones and the Love Band. Give Elliot King and the Royals a shot. Mantika, Tyler, Jay Loves, the whole routine. Guys, I'm going to check out of here in maybe 20 seconds or so. And I want to say I loved every minute of it. I hope you got something out of it. Saying yes opens doors. Saying no closes them. Saying yes opens doors. Saying no closes them. I've got just about a handful of seconds before I say nighty night. Grace recognizes grace. I'm your buddy. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Nighty night, buddy. Cool. Out.
You've just been serenaded by David, Michael, Elliot, David. Sleep tight, and remember, grace recognizes grace.